It's kind of remarkable the turnaround we've seen when it comes to the Palworld lawsuit.
Did I ever tell you guys the definition of insanity? It's basically you're doing the same thing over and over and over, thinking things are going to change. And that's why a lot of people like Harman Smith. He does the same thing with the same opinions over and over and over again. Like, Harman, what is this? This is like your 50th video about Palworld failing and how Nintendo's gonna take them down to the ground. Like, what is this, like your 50th video? Like, I swear to God, this dude is going to be like a topic in the future of like a study's worth of a group where they're going to study this guy and just think like, how could you dedicate your life to a corporation that doesn't even care who you are, has zero idea who you are? They're like going to sit here and study like the human psyche of how this dude just keeps going like this. It amazes me. You got to give Harman that at least. And it's not obvious enough. Harman's up in a tizzy about, well, Palworld, made an announcement about a farm simulator with pals in it. Yeah, he's up in a tizzy about that. So yeah, get ready, sit on down, grab yourself a nice little snack and a nice little drink, and let's just go ahead and dive into this because I've been here in the comment section. Gar, when's Harman gonna return back to a video? Gar, when's gonna come back to? Well, guess what? You're getting a Harman video now. Now you get to suffer brain damage with me.
First, Nintendo was not going to file their lawsuit.
No. We said they weren't going to take them to court over copyright. What we did say, though, when it reared its ugly head, is that they were going to take them to court over patents that just magically appeared. Like, let's be honest here, even if the patents didn't exist, they would have took them to court anyway. Because, let's be honest, if you named your child Luigi or Daisy, they're going to sue the shit out of you. Oh, and if you even named your dog Yoshi, they're going to sue the shit out of you.
And then Nintendo was not going to have the patents approved in the US. And
let's be honest here for a quick second, Harman. We really thought they weren't going to get the patent. We honest to God thought they weren't. But we also forget that our government is bought out and they're really fucking retarded.
Now we're in this weird position where people genuinely think Palworld is going to blow up and become this huge IP after the early access period ends and once the new spin-off game comes out, when it couldn't be more obvious that this brand has no future, that this company is completely screwed, and there's no real getting around that.
Do you know how to spell stupid? Y-O-U.
Harman, the future is very, very unpredictable, okay? You can't just predict something right out of the blue like that. Especially, what you're probably saying right here is probably due to the fact that they're probably suing them to the point where they can't afford to make video games anymore. Let's be honest here for a second. If you paid attention to the court hearings that are currently going on as we're talking right now, it's not looking too good for Nintendo. Especially they took their patents to the patent office and had it rewritten so they could use it against their own enemy in fucking court. That doesn't sound very confident to me from Nintendo. It doesn't sound close-cut case. Also, here's a pattern recognition that I know that's going to happen with Nintendo. You're going to lose your exclusives. And when Nintendo makes that announcement, I'm going to be the first to watch you wig the fuck out.
And I think the most blatant example of this is the reception to Pocket Pair's farming simulator. I don't know the name because I don't care.
I'd say the reception around that game is pretty good. Also, to say straight to our faces right now that you don't care is a complete lie. Because right now, you're wasting your lifespan right now making a video about this, saying how it's already dead and all that stupid stuff. Yeah, I think you care, Harman. Quit lying to us.
Like, this was clearly like something that was slapped together to try and grift off of the farming sim thing.
I'ma plant me a dumbass tree.
Harman, if they were going to cash in on the trend, don't you think they would have done it around that, I don't know, what's the name of that game that really blew up during COVID again? God, it's escaping my mind. Oh yeah, the Animal Crossing game. Also, too, whatever that farm simulator that Nintendo got cooking up, just get rid of it. Like this is stupid. I don't know who this is for. Like, is it baby's first farm simulator or something? Like, I don't get it.
That was announced to kind of supplant Pokepia, right? This is something that is meant to get the PC gamers up in arms.
Of how shitty Nintendo treats their own IPs and other IPs? That's what we need to get up in arms about? Harman, that's happened a long time ago, ever since they started to attack us. But hey, this is Harman's world.
Like, trying to tell you that this game is going to be way better than what Nintendo puts out.
Oh no. Yeah.
Guys, I have a question for you right now. Let me just ask you this real quickly. You see this gameplay right here? This is the new Pokemon Farm Simulator that Nintendo is coming out with. Now, let me ask you something. Would you, A, pay money for this type of game where it's all generic and bland and it's just, it's very, very safe? Or B, would you rather pay a fair price for a game that actually puts efforts into its mechanics here? Do you see what's being displayed to you right now? Do you people understand why I choose Palworld and Digimon over Pokemon? It's because little things like these, like, that keeps you interested in the world versus whatever the fuck Pokemon is doing these days. And I wonder why a lot of people choose Palworld and Digimon over Pokemon these days. It's just like, where the fuck is it? Oh, look at the little buddy with a chainsaw. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I choose them over. This is why people choose it over fucking Pokemon, Harman. Holy shit, he's about to glock his head. Oh, and Harman, just because one IP sells better than one other IP does not make it better than that IP. Just FYI.
And of course, it's the same thing we always see, right? It is basically the Pokemon equivalent of those Unreal Engine 5 videos of Mario running in a field.
And yet, they're still 1,000 times better and 1,000 times more fun than fucking what Nintendo could cook up. That's the sad reality.
Essentially, that's kind of what we see with Palworld, because people don't like the game because they think it's fun or it's interesting or it has all these interesting mechanics.
You know, I'm pretty sure there's going to be Harman Smith fans in my comment section just saying, leave Harman Smith alone. He did nothing wrong. Well, why is Harman Smith speaking for people? No, seriously, why is he speaking for people that actually enjoy products? Like, I don't understand with Harman, especially with you people too, that you enjoy Harman Smith's content to where he actually degrades other people for what they actually enjoy, but then he bitches and complains that, oh my god, people are picking out Pokemon, when it's reality people are just enjoying different products that aren't owned by Nintendo.
They like it because it's cheap, sloppish, just ridiculous, subversive, anti-Nintendo.
Well, you got one thing right, it's cheap. That's for damn sure. On top of that too, the only people that fucking made this a big deal and made it an anti-Nintendo thing was you fucking losers. The Nintendo fanboys. You motherfuckers freaked out so badly when the concept of Palworld came straight to the market. You guys absolutely lost it. Especially that you guys were making claims against Palworld that they stole the designs straight from Pokemon, and it got proven that it wasn't true. Especially that one artist that resized all the shapes of the pals just to prove that they supposedly stole the ideas from Pokemon. Yeah, good luck. Also, what are they suing Palworld again? For patent infringement, not copyright infringement?
Just nonsense. Like, nobody actually likes Palworld for Palworld, you know? Like, people like it because of some weird hate boner they have for Pokemon.
Your true education begins now.
Harman, I love Palworld just for the craziness and the kookiness and the war crimes that you could commit on the Palworld universe. But you know what though? I don't need Palworld to hate Nintendo. by myself, except for the video games and the developers, who I truly hate at Nintendo is the corpos. Do you understand that? These are the same sick bastards that'll go after their own fans for making a new game about a favorite series of theirs. What was it? A2MR, I believe, too. Yeah, that Metroid game that person made, it was absolutely just a 10 out of 10 game. Guess what? Here comes fucking Nintendo over here, taking them down instead of, like, I don't know, hiring this person to fucking help make a little short mini game of the Metroid series. Like, that would have been fucking cool. Or how about they went after the fucking developers of Pokemon Uranium with their own designs thrown into the game, where they built this game from the ground up by themselves. My God, I don't understand why Game Freak or Nintendo just don't hire these people to come make better Pokemon games. Because let's be honest here for a second, the last two Pokemon games, the main lines, have been absolute dog shit, and Nintendo's perfectly fine with feeding it to you. That's why I hate Nintendo. That's why I hate when they fucking DMC someone. They know they're in the fucking wrong, but they can abuse the legal system against anybody because they've got money and they've got little simps like you to allow them to do it in the first place. But when karma comes for their asses, I will be pissing on their ashes on their grave.
And that's why this farming simulator has no momentum, right? Nobody's looking at this and saying it looks like a well-made farming sim, that it looks like it has interesting mechanics, that they can't wait to see their pals in action. Like, no.
You and the Poke Freaks are the only freaks that are talking about this right now. You are the only people that are absolutely losing their fucking mind over the concept that this one game kinda sorta looks simulator to this fucking game. You are the fucking losers of the video game industry, and boy oh boy, when the day that fanboys die the fuck out, I'll be a happy man.
And this is the reality of the Palworld thing. This is the reality of everything we've seen up to this point, is that Palworld is being put on a pedestal by PC gamers who are desperate to try and get some kind of W against Nintendo, and will go to whatever lengths they can to prop up like these glitchy, unfinished messes.
You do the same thing too, Harman. How many videos do I have to expose your ass propping up Pokemon Scarlet and Violet on the Nintendo Switch? Literally saying to your own audience members and literally lying straight to their faces, saying there's no problems with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, when glitches, frame rates were literally happening right in front of them, Harman. You literally lied to your own audience members on a fucking daily basis. Fucking try again.
And I really have to emphasize, like, at this point, Palworld has still not left early access. Like, there is no fully featured full release of Palworld, and yet here they are releasing another game that's just aping off the Harvest Moon thing.
Now, we've reached a crossroads and need to decide what comes next. While we have a lot of ideas for where we want to take Palworld, we also need to start thinking about Palworld 1.0. Beyond just adding new content, there's a lot of cleanup that needs to be done before Palworld can exit early access. It's no secret that Palworld has a lot of quirks and jank, and we want to take the time to properly address those before releasing the game. With that in mind, we plan to start that cleanup this year. Our goal is to ultimately release Palworld next year in 2026.
Would you look at Pal Farm right now? There seems to be no release date for this. It almost seems like they're taking their time with Palworld, make sure it's going to be released in a full functioning release date so it can be released to the public, and then they're going to move on to the next project. It's almost like they actually give a fuck about the products that they're releasing to the public. Unlike Game Freak and Nintendo, with Pokemon Shih Tzu and Violet Shoesies.
It does need to be explained more that this is not a studio with a bright future ahead of it. Like, you cannot build your entire brand around, like, ripping off Nintendo products.
Harman, here's a bit of a spoiler alert. all the game concepts that Nintendo has under their jurisdiction right now, like Animal Crossing, Pokemon, Mario, you do understand those concepts were made before Nintendo got their greasy hands on it, right? You do understand that, right? Also, hey Harman, here's a bit of a spoiler alert. Did you know Nintendo used to have Gooner hotels?
Where it had a massive dip after its initial wave of popularity of people just hyping it up because like of trying to get one up over Nintendo. And
You mean the same way that you hyped up Princess Peach, Showtime, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon Sword and Shield? What was the other many ones again? I can't remember. Oh, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and they all died after a month or two? Yeah, I haven't heard you talk about Princess Peach Showtime in a very long time, Harman. What's up with that?
it really needs to stop. I am tired of seeing these YouTubers try and glaze these games to try and keep them relevant because Pokapia is a game that hasn't come out yet. We don't know anything about it. It's coming from the Dragon Quest Builders team, I think. So they have like a lot of real credibility to them. Like this is like the best looking Pokemon spinoff we have seen in years.
It truly amazes me how quickly this man abandoned his exclusives and then uses the new exclusives to console war for a fucking imaginary war that these people are supposedly degrading the Pokemon franchise when Game Freak and Nintendo have been doing that for years. So, and it just amazes me that the beef is with the community instead of the fucking corporate. You know what? This is Harman Smith. I shouldn't be surprised.
That Pokapia is going to be this good, interesting, unique farming sim. But do any of these people notice or care? Like, no. Like, all they care about is continuing this farce of pretending as if Palworld is this huge, huge deal, that it's competing with Pokemon, that Nintendo is scared of it when
I mean, Harman, why do you think they're suing the developers in the first place? Do you understand why? Because I know why they're doing it. Because they're scared. Because if they weren't a threat, why would Nintendo waste the money in the first place? Because we all know for an absolute fact, if Nintendo don't kill the competition, then the competition is going to fuck them up in the long run. Because let's be honest here for a second, there's a market out there that is sick of Pokemon and that they're sick of Nintendo. And you damn well know it, just like Nintendo.
You know, I remember being shocked when Pokemon Day happened immediately after Palworld and how it felt as if nobody actually cared about Palworld at all.
Nobody cared because everybody was playing Palworld or everybody else was having, a fun day with Pokemon. Nobody gave a shit, Harman, because everybody else, as a normal human being, were doing the things that they enjoy. Unlike you, you're just going out there looking for the imaginary boogeyman for no fucking reason. It doesn't make sense. Why? Why does Harman like this? It's like, dude, you're literally looking for the fucking problem that's not even there.
You know, the Palworld fans are like, well, not really fans. The Pokemon haters are constantly like running their mouths about how Pokemon is a dead IP and how it's on the way out and how everyone hates it. And yet,
Is it me? It's him, right?
Harman, the only discussion about Pokemon being a dead IP is because it seems that they just take every single game that they release and they take the Pokemon body as a dead carcass and they parade it around like, oh, look, new Pokemon game. And the vultures come and get their fucking pound of fucking flesh every single time. That's the only discussion that I see around Pokemon being a dead IP. You love living in these fucking fantasy worlds. So help me God with you.
in reality, you have this very vibrant fan culture of just like insane things happen all the time.
Yeah, until Nintendo comes around and sues you into the ground, or copyright strikes your ROM or your fan ROM, whatever the case may be. Is it better than Nintendo's or Game Freak's? Well, guess what? We're suing you into the ground.
You know, you can cry about mainline games all you want, But first of all, Palworld is not competing with mainline games, and second of all, like, the mainline games aren't all that Pokemon puts out.
No. You know what? That's it. I'm done. I quit.
You know what? That's it. I'm done. I'm fucking done. The stupidity this man exerts every single time he opens his mouth is just astounding. And I know he made a follow-up video to this one, and a lot of people telling me that you should save this for Salty Sunday. And, well, spoiler alert, I'm saving it for Salty Sunday. So if you want some more of that good Harman Smith salt, come on down to Salty Sunday, because I'll definitely have more there. But you know what, though, for this video, that's all the content I got you guys for this. Well, for today, I've got another video cooking for you guys. But anyway, besides all that crazy stuff, thank you guys very much for watching this video. I truly do appreciate it. And if you appreciate this type of content, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys. And hey, you want more of my type of content? You want to see it as soon as it drops? Well, subscribe to the channel, and I'll definitely have more content coming your guys' way. But besides that, fam, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Later, fam.